Today we are working Psalm 4. Psalm 4 is commonly used in magic to cure insomnia, for justice in legal matters, and for luck. Today we are going to use Psalm 4 to completely turn a situation around. So no matter what the problem seems to be, we're going to use Psalm 4 to transform it and to completely turn it around to our benefit. The way we work psalm magic is simple and effective. We take the psalm in question and we read it out loud all the way through once without stopping. After we've finished the incantation, we go back through the psalm and we consider each verse in turn. We dig for hidden or occult meanings behind the words in each verse. And through this work that we do by digging and searching and also applying the wisdom we find to whichever situation we've brought to the psalm, we are in effect taking those magic seeds of wisdom and planting them in the depths of our mind, where they take root, they grow, they blossom forth, and they bear fruit after their kind. And that's precisely what you and I are going to do together right now with Psalm number 4. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing? Selah. But know that the Lord hath set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Selah. Offer sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, Who will show us any good? Lord, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. The beginning, hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness, is our opening. It's up to us to make the first move. One of the qualities of the infinite is that of responsiveness. And when it says God or the Lord in the Psalms, it's talking of the one power, the one source, the one force, the one substance in all the universe. And there is nothing to oppose it. There's nothing that can thwart it. When one is with this force, nothing can be against you. And that's why when we align with this force through the Psalms, we are assured of the success of our magic. So whatever it is that you've brought to the psalm, any problem, anything that needs to be turned around, recognize that you are aligning your will with the will of this force. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. And that's a given that the infinite hears you. But the fact that you are making the first move is invoking its responsiveness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. It's so important to remind ourselves of other times when things have worked out for us, when we have aligned ourselves with this force, because that brings about a deeper sense of faith, and faith is the primary ingredient that makes all magic effective. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. Mercy in the Psalms means the fulfilling of our desires, the manifestation of our spell, or the answering of our prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing? Selah. So we're talking to our problem directly, whether or not it has to do with people. Sons of men in this regard is the manifestation of the problem itself. How long will you turn my glory into shame? We just recognize what that feels like when we have a problem that seems to be taking up all of our attention and taking up all of our life force. That's turning our glory into shame. Glory is that which glows. That's our life force. That's our aura. And to turn it into shame in this context means to rob us of our vitality. And we know what that's like. When we have a problem that just sucks the life out of us, that's what we're acknowledging here. How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing, Selah? And that's what the ego does. It uses these problems that it presents to us as being unsolvable as a means by which it can drain us of our life force. And that's its vanity. That's its leasing. That's how it is the parasite in our own minds. And by acknowledging this, by acknowledging that we've been snowed by our own egos, that we've fallen victim to our own egos here, we are in effect allowing ourselves to have it be turned around. Recognizing the problem is what is necessary in order to heal a problem. But know that the Lord hath set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. It seems like the voice has really changed here from the first person who is bemoaning the problem unto an inner guide, an inner teacher, giving wisdom. So this is your inner guide giving wisdom, telling you what you can do right now to make sure this problem is solved. It says to stand in awe and sin not. Now, to sin in this regard means to obsess over the problem, is to make the problem bigger than the infinite. That's the sin here, the mistake, the error that we're making the problem the star of the show. And it's saying, no, don't do that. Stand in awe. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. So calm down, still your mind, still your body, stop racing your mind, stop your racing thoughts, and stand in awe. Now, awe is only reserved for the infinite, so it's telling us to take our mind off the problem and completely pivot and think about the infinite instead. It says, commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. So to calm your mind and calm your body on your bed, meaning in your own privacy, and allow yourself to commune with the infinite rather than obsessing over your problem. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. Sacrifices of righteousness, you're going to sacrifice the time and energy that you're spending spinning your wheels and put that time and energy into thinking of the infinite instead. Put your trust in the Lord. If you're spinning your wheels about your problem, that means that you're trusting that your problem is the most powerful thing. Instead of recognizing that it's not your trouble that is powerful, it is the Lord or this force that is powerful. But we have to remind ourselves that this force waits for us until we call upon it. It's up to us to place our faith in the Lord rather than in our problem. There's not any such thing as a faithless person. You have faith in something. If you have an awareness of anything, you have faith in something. So if you have faith in your problem, you don't have faith in the solution. You don't have faith in the infinite. If you have faith in the infinite, you don't have faith in your problem. You know your problem is divinely outmatched. There be many that say, who will show us any good? Lord, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Many people always say, who will show us any good? The many that you're talking about here is not necessarily other people. You're talking about your own thoughts. People in the Psalms are thoughts. So there are many thoughts in my mind that go around and around and around saying, there's no way out of this. The problem is bigger than anything. You're having to alert yourself to the fact that your mind has been taken hostage by your own ego, and that your ego is spinning your wheels and giving your problem all the airtime. And now it's telling you what to do. Calm down. Stop it. Focus on the infinite instead. Thou hast put gladness in my heart more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. So if you can think about the time that their corn and their wine increased, meaning think about times when things went well for you. Think about good things that have happened in your life. Think about when things did turn out well. Well, this is going to turn out even better. This has the opportunity to turn out better than any other circumstance in your memory. If you but learn the lesson of the teacher in this psalm, and that is to take your mind off the problem and put your mind on the infinite instead. That's how you put gladness in your heart. And it's telling you exactly what to feel. Feel gladness in your heart. You can do that no matter what seems to be going on around you, it's telling you. Even if it seems like there's no way out, you can still calm down, relax your mind and body, and feel glad. You can feel better. And feeling better is the secret here. The more you can feel better, the more your situation will improve. We believe I will feel better once my situation improves, and it's teaching us here, no, you feel better and that makes your situation improve. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. I'm not losing sleep over this. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to toss and turn. I have faith that all is well. All I have is gladness in my heart. I'm thinking 100% about the infinite and 0% about the problem. And the problem is being taken care of in spite of anything that's happened before. No matter what I've done, no matter what they've done, no matter what anybody tells me, no matter what anybody is saying or doing in the world, this problem is divinely outmatched, and there's nothing that anybody can do about that. Now, it's up to us to keep our minds on that and to keep our focus on the infinite, to keep ourselves calm, to keep ourselves relaxed, and to feel the gladness. When we feel good, good happens to us, and we have faith now that the infinite is working on it. We've given our problem to the infinite, and there is no longer any problem. It's already been solved, and so now it's just up to us to have faith that the external circumstances are going to catch up to that, as they will. But until that time, we are acting as if all has been taken care of. So we've turned everything around first in our minds, in our hearts, in our emotions, and the physical realities must follow suit. That's just the law. And so you just keep coming back to this psalm each and every day until you start feeling everything's worked out. You don't have to worry about it anymore. All is well. And once you get that little click inside of you that you have peace and certainty that this problem has been solved and all is working out well, that's an indication to you that your spell has been cast. You don't need to do any more with it. In fact, just forget about it and move on to something else. Thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate you. Until next time, blessed be.